Hi friends, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I'm gonna make a couple different things, and one of them is for my friends that I feed on a Monday. And today I'm gonna make some baked chicken, potatoes and carrots all in one pan. It's a super simple one dish meal. Now I'm gonna bake it all in one dish, but I'm gonna saute my chicken legs first and then put them in the pan with the potatoes and carrots and a little bit of the drippings from the pan. So come along and watch what I do today. Well, I have my chicken legs sauteing in some olive oil, and I season them with my favorite dashed garlic and some pepper. And I also use this called farm dust with Himalayan salt. I get it from Shipshawana. It's got like thyme, rosemary, marjoram, a lot of really good stuff in it. And I'm just going to let those brown, and then I'm going to put them in a big pan and put the drippings and gravy. And here's my gravy. I cheated. I used 3 packets of packaged gravy, and I'm going to put a can of cream of mushroom in there. Not cream of mushroom, sorry. Cream of chicken to make it a little bit richer. And then I have my potatoes and carrots in there, rinsing off there, and I'll show you what it looks like combined. There's my browned chicken, and I'm going to add the potatoes and carrots and onions. Okay, and I'm just going to put my potatoes, I got onion, big old onion. Oop, I gotta cut one, I gotta cut it. Well, you know what, let's just do that. That's a lot of potatoes. Yeah, the chicken's down in there somewhere. That's okay. Alrighty. This is kind of like roast potatoes and carrots, but instead of roast, we have chicken potatoes and carrots. It's really easy and very tasty. I'm just going to pour this gravy mix over it. I done spilled it. Alright, let's just season that up a little bit. I don't do anything bland. Topping with some dash. And I'm going to go ahead and cover that with foil. Normally I don't. Normally I would just leave it open, but I want the steam to cook my potatoes and carrots a little bit faster. And I'm going to put that in the oven for about 45 minutes, and I'll show what that looks like when it gets done. And that's our roasted chicken, potatoes, and carrots, and a little bit of gravy down in there. And it smells amazing. Now that I have lunch out of the way, I'm going to make some Alfredo with some leftover odds and ends that I have for my supper. And what I have in here is some diced up red and orange sweet peppers, a little bit of purple onion, and a little bit of white onion, and some chicken breast that I diced up kind of fine. And I'm just going to season that up and let that simmer. And when it's done, I'm just going to add my Alfredo sauce, which I get any brand really that's on sale. And these people are not sponsors, but this is just one that I get that's usually reasonable at at Sam's Club. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna add some garlic granules. I usually like to add fresh garlic, but I didn't have any today. So we're just gonna cheat and use the dehydrated stuff. And let's see here. And we're going to add a little bit of dash garlic. A little bit of salt. Just a little bit. And a little bit of pepper. And that should do it. Okay, now I'm going to add my Alfredo. And you can definitely make your own homemade Alfredo, which I have done, but that's just a little bit too extra for wanting to make something kind of quick for my supper. Now I'm just going to use 3 jars because I do need a little bit of extra. And I'm just going to let that simmer down till those flavors kind of come together in the sauce. You soak up all the flavors of the pepper and the chicken and garlic. And I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of red pepper flakes, just to add a little bit of kick to it, but not make it unbearably hot. But it does add a really good flavor to it. Then I'll show you another little secret ingredient that I do to my Alfredo. Because Alfredo itself is really a rich sauce. And I like it rich, I just don't like it too rich. So I'm going to add just a tiny splash of my organic balsamic vinegar to that. Not much, because you don't need a lot. And that's just enough to cut the richness and bring out all the flavors in the sauce. And I'm just going to let that simmer for a few while I get my pastas cooked. And for myself, I'm going to make some broccoli Normandy with the carrots and cauliflower and broccoli. And I'm going to put mine over that to cut some carbs out of it. But for my daughter and my sister and my nieces, I'm going to make pasta for them. So I did taste it a little bit, and it needed a little bit more seasoning, so I added just a hair more balsamic vinegar and some more dash and pepper. Because Mama Lisa does not like her food bland in any way, shape, or form. If it ain't well seasoned, it ain't worth eating.
Guys, will you break this? It's all frizzy.
Okay. Yeah. So for myself, I'm trying to cut a little bit of carbs, which I know the carrots can have a little bit of carbs. And I believe cauliflower does, but not much. I steamed myself the mixed vegetables and added seasoning, a little bit of butter and Parmesan onto that. And then I'm going to put my Alfredo and chicken on that, minus the pasta. And yes, I'm making a little bit of a mess. And then I'm just going to garnish it with a little bit of crumbled bacon. And it will be delish. Leftovers for my supper.